Now is the perfect time for Islam Makhachev to leave the UFC lightweight division.
I disagree. I'm going to say this is an overreaction. I'm all for Islam Makhachev continuously defending his lightweight title. He just broke the record. He can stretch it out. I know there's going to be an asterisk around it because of the guys he's fought. Totally not his fault. I know people are going to be like, Volkanovski's a featherweight, so that's 2 title defenses over a featherweight. Moicano stepped in on short notice, number 10 ranked. I know people even talking about Dustin Poirier being over the hill because he's going to retire soon. I disagree with that, but I just want him to see, like, I want to see him defend his title more. When we talk about the greatest of all time, I know right now with him having broken the lightweight record, people are putting him as potentially the greatest lightweight. I think he can become one of the greatest of all time, period. And when we talk about GOATs, what we point at every single time, whether GSP, John Jones, Anderson Silva, Demetrius Johnson, is title defenses. But the new era of fighters are not defending their belts. They're jumping weight classes. They're dropping their vacating belts and stuff. If this is what we're pointing at every single time when it comes to the greatest of all time debate, right? Isn't that what people say about Khabib? Defended his belt 3 times, retired too early. I want to see Islam Makhachev. I feel like he has the ability to rule over lightweight for years and years. I want to see him do that. He said he won't fight Bilal. Bilal's a champion right now. I want to see him defend his belt again and again and again and stretch that record out, especially the 155 being, in a lot of people's eyes, the hardest or the toughest division out of all of them. So I just want to see him dominate, and I think he can.
Here's my issue, okay? And I know outside of Arman, which whatever you want to say, Dana White said afterwards that Arman's not going to get the title shot. So we can address that. But when you look at the state of the lightweight division, Farah, it's nothing but rematches ahead for Islam. I mean, that's what he's got in front of him. He's already beat Charles Oliveira. Justin Gaethje's not going to get, Justin Gaethje, I don't know. I don't think Justin Gaethje is going to get back to a title shot. Dustin Poirier. I mean, I just feel like the division right now at lightweight is sort of the oldest that it's been, and it's about to lose its luster, in my opinion. That's why I feel like now's the time, even if he doesn't have to vacate, I feel like some of the division needs to sort itself out. You even see Arman Tsarukyan saying that he would fight Charles Oliveira to figure out, getting the title shot back, right? Like earning it all over again. Okay, let that happen. Let him go up, because the way the timing is going to play out is that if Bilal and Shavkat are going to fight in maybe May or June coming out of Ramadan, well, guess what? October is the next date after that in Abu Dhabi. We know that. And if Shavkat were to win, if Shavkat were to beat Bilal, that's the fight I want to see, Islam against Shavkat.
100%. I'm not going to act like I wouldn't want to see that fight, but I'm just talking from the perspective, and it's not his problem that the lightweight division is the way that it is right now. I get it. If Dan Hooker beats Justin Gaethje, we saw what Islam did to Dan Hooker.
Saw that already. Saw that fight. Yeah.
I get that, but it's not his problem. Like, I just want to see him continue ruling over. It's kind of like similar to, I guess, Demetrius Johnson's reign. Like, a lot of people play it down, like in terms of look who he's fought. This guy's this. It's not his problem. He's at the top of the division. He's defending against, or Pantoja right now looking for guys and not being able to find because he's already beaten a lot of the guys. I just want to see him rule over lightweight. Just stretch it out to 7, 8, 9, whatever he can, title defenses while the division plays out. I disagree with Dana White. I think Arman should be next. But I don't know if that's another topic for later. But I don't know. I just want to see him stick a lightweight. I get where you're coming from in terms of the excitement of the matchup. But for me, it's I just finally want to see, he's the guy that I feel like could potentially do that, just dominate his division for years to come. I just want to see a fighter do that. I admire Pantoja's approach. He looks like he wants to do that. I want to see his son do that.
No, I appreciate that. Listen, as somebody who will always, who stands by George St. Pierre as the GOAT, yes, like you said earlier in the conversation here, we point to the title defenses, the streak, the dominating the division, the beating it, once or twice over, 3 times over sometimes, Anderson Silva, all those guys. I just feel like this lightweight division is just, we're heading into 2025 with the lightweight division. It's always been the glamour division. It's always been the one division we want to watch, but there's a lot of aging guys. There's a lot of guys that are aging out in those rankings. And unless we get a major shakeup, like me saying Paddy Pimblett's going to be top 5 by the end of the year on a previous episode of the show, I just feel like it's time for Islam. This is the right time. But hey, we agree to disagree. It's all good. It's all good. And we'll see where this thing plays out. I will say just one last time with Islam. I love the fact that he doesn't necessarily call anybody out afterwards. He's like, just send me, in true Khabib style, just send me location, send me contract. It's not my job, and I appreciate that about him for sure. So we'll see how it plays out.
MMA Junkie AI.